Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mary, and this is Mary MS Couple Channel. So, I'm currently sitting here. I have a product review for you guys tonight. So, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below and hit the bell notification, turn on notifications to get the next video. So, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing, guys? You're watching my videos, but you literally can just hit that subscribe button and you can get more of my content, and you are not just gonna get more of my content, but you're gonna help me and get more subscribers. Come on guys, I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. Get me there, please. Anyways, so that's my goal for the year, is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Don't plan on getting to any more than that, maybe over the years. You know, it takes time. Hard work takes time, guys. So, I mean, I'm not planning to, the first time make a video and I get 1,000 subscribers. No, I work for what I have. I work for everything I want in life, and that's it. It's just another thing I am going to accomplish. So anyways, guys, for that. But anyways, today I have a product review for you, and it's not going to be like a long video. It's going to be like a 5-6 minute video, unless I don't stop talking. So anyways, so the other day I was having problems with my foot. I've always had flat feet. And it's always given me troubles. So for a while I was really good. Like, I wasn't having problems with my feet. They were feeling good. And probably about like 6 years ago, I started getting these really bad pains, like in the bottom of my foot. Like, I don't want to show you my feet. But anyway, so this is your foot, and like this is the front of it, but then there's that part in the middle where it will be like, you can it could be flat, or you can just have a curve like that. So I have flat feet, guys, and so this part right here, my foot always hurts when I walk because it's flat. So I'm putting like more pressure there, I guess, and so it really starts to hurt. And then I was at work. This was like many years ago. I was at work. I want to say it was 6-7 years ago, and I was having really bad pains in my feet, and I was having trouble standing. And I worked at like the little stands in the mall, like the cell phone stand. And the guy I worked for, he also had like an As Seen on TV one. There was like a few he owned. So I was telling him, and I was like, man, my feet hurt. Do you mind if I was telling him, do you mind if I take a seat? And he was like, yeah, but, not too long, because you gotta work. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit down for like 5 minutes. And I sat down, and I said, if anybody comes around the stands, I'll get up and I'll help them. So I was like, okay. So I'm going through work, and my feet are just hurting so bad. And I'm like, something is wrong. And here I'm thinking like, okay, I probably have plantar fasciitis, so I let it go. And then, so it was going on like all day, and my boss noticed that my feet were hurting, and I kept telling him, like, I'm having really bad pains, like in the bottom of my feet. I can hardly stand. And he was like, come here. And I was like, okay. So he's like, here, take these and put them on and tell me what you think. So I put them on, and I was like, oh my God, these things are amazing. Like, amazing. Like, it took the pressure off my heel, off my foot. Like, I literally went from having so much pain in my foot to having like not next to nothing. And I was like, oh my God, like, I never thought a product would work like this. I've tried insoles in my shoes, blah blah blah. And I was thanking him. I was like, thank you so much. And I was like, I didn't have my wallet on me. It was like it was like Thursday, and I wasn't getting paid till the next day. So I was like, I will pay you back. Like, he let me pay him back tomorrow. So I was like, I'll pay for them tomorrow. So he's like, okay. So I went home, and like I had on like slip, like kind of like a slide, like almost like a moccasin kind of shoe. So like I would wear those because they were comfy. Little did I know, like, they weren't good for like they weren't very supportive for standing on your feet for so long. I thought they would be, because it was more like a slipper. But anyway, so I went home, and like I took them off, and I was like, oh, my feet don't hurt. And then the next day I wore them, and I kept wearing them. So, and I had bought like a couple pairs. So then my feet stopped hurting me. I think I actually stopped working that job, so that's probably what happened. So my feet stopped hurting, and then here it is, like, I think it was a couple years later, like, my feet started hurting again. But this time it was like the heel of my foot. Now it's like not this area, it's the heel. So now I'm like, oh great, like the pain's coming back. Like I don't even know where to buy these things, whatnot. And I don't know what's going on. So like me, like being a baby about pain back then, like I can handle really a lot of pain now because I have a lot of like, I have, well, I'll tell you later on, I'll make a story about it. But quickly, I have carpal tunnel in my arm, which is really painful sometimes. And I actually have my brace right here, which I had to buy today because of my carpal tunnel has gotten so bad. So, and then I have my knee, which is bad because I fell and smashed it on the floor. And then my hip is bad, it needs replacement. So like my whole right side, always painful. But I've learned to deal with it. So now here we are with like a couple years later, and I'm getting this pain in my foot, and I couldn't walk, and it was getting so bad to the point where I was crying. And I went to the hospital, and the doctor takes my foot, and he's like, "Oh, does it hurt here?" And he like pushes on it, and I was like, "Ouch!" And like I literally like went like I was more like, "Ow!" Like I screamed, and he was like, what did he say? He's like, "Yep." He's like, he goes, "Did that hurt?" I said, "Well, obviously I screamed. I don't just scream ouch for nothing." So he was like, "Okay." And he's like, "You have plantar fasciitis." And I was like, "What the hell is that?" I guess it's like a band in your foot, kind of like in here when you get carpal tunnel and they got to cut the band. They have to do that in your foot to release the pressure. So I was like, "Great, I have to go for another surgery, you know." And he's like, "No, you don't have to have surgery. Like, if you get good insoles in your shoes and you wear proper shoes and you know, right now you're probably just in a flare up with your foot. So it'll, you know, I'll give you some medicine. It'll calm it down, and you know, and then within like a week or two, if it doesn't go away, you know, you see a doctor, like a foot specialist, like a bone specialist or something." So I went, and I went home. I left, and he gave me like some pain medicine there, which it helped a little bit. Bone pain is really terrible. I have a lot of bone pain now, but like, okay, so I took the medicine and whatever, and I think he gave me like a muscle relaxer too. I don't even know, but he gave me some medicine, and I went home and I took it and went to bed. And then I think I woke up the next day and I was still having pain. I was having pain, and my freaking heel was in so much pain. So I think I went back to the hospital. I went to urgent care. I can't remember either one I went to, and I couldn't deal with the pain anymore. So they're like, "Okay, well, we're gonna do an x-ray, make sure." Like, this guy didn't do an x-ray or nothing. Like, he just spooched on it, gave me pain medicine, sent me home. And I was like, what if there's something seriously wrong, you know? So anyway, so I went to urgent care. I think it was urgent care, or I went to a different hospital. Like, I lived in between like two hospitals, so I can either go to one or the other. So this night I was like, I just don't want to go back to that hospital because they'll tell me you were just here for this blah blah blah, you know, and just send me home. So anyway, so I went to the other one, and they were like, "Well, let's do an x-ray." And I was like, "Okay." So they did an x-ray, and they didn't see anything. And so they were like, "Okay, well, we don't see anything, but we think it's, you know, the plantar fasciitis, whatever, blah blah blah." So I was like, "Okay." So I let it go, and like I told my doctor about it, but like they were like, "Oh, well, if it gets worse, then we can, you know, figure out what to do next." So I was like, "Okay." So I, you know, dealt with it, and then all of a sudden it just went away out of nowhere. So I'm like, okay, and it was been gone for so long, guys. And then the other day, it was yesterday, I think, my feet were we were in Walmart, my feet were killing me. And we weren't even in Walmart, we were about heading to Walmart, and my feet started hurting so bad that I like literally was, like, I wanted to cry, that's how bad the pain was. And it was literally, again, it was coming back in this area, like the middle of the foot. So I kept, like, I took my shoe off, and I was like literally pushing on that part of my foot. Maybe like something was like out of place, and I kept pushing on both the feet because it was happening to both. And then I took like ice, and I iced it. I literally put on what's that stuff called? I don't know. It's like a rub-on stuff. It's supposed to, BioFreeze. I put BioFreeze. That helped a little bit, but it didn't help as much as I wanted it to. So then I went to the store, and I was like, "Mom, we need to go to Walmart. I need to buy these things that I used to use years ago for when I had this problem." And she was like, "Okay." She's like, "I think I remember those things." And I was like, "Yeah." So we went to the mall. We went to Walmart, and we went down the foot aisle. And I was like, "Oh, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work." And I was like, "Oh, there they are." and I grabbed them, and they're called Struts, guys, and they're just this, like, it's a band, like, this is the product, so it's a band, right, and it goes, that's the outside, and then this is the inside of it. So you literally, you put your foot, like, this is your foot, this is the front of it, and this is like the side. So you're going to put your foot into it, but you're going to have this piece right here, this bubble is going to literally sit right where your foot is supposed to have a curvature, which mine doesn't. You're going to put that right there, and then you put your foot in your shoe and you're good to go. When I tell you I put these on, and I went from like having like a 7 or 8 in pain down to like a nothing, I was so happy. Guys, if you have foot pain, you should definitely go out and test these. They're called Struts, and you can get them at Walmart or anywhere that sells like foot products. They're like really cheap too. They're like $9.99 for the set. They might last like a few weeks, and then you have to buy another set, but because this thing starts to go down. But I'm telling you, they were like a lifesaver. I was ready to go to the hospital, actually not the hospital. I was ready to call my doctor tomorrow and go like get an injection on, like a quote-unquote steroid injection in my foot to relieve the pain, because I was like, I'm not taking pain medicine anymore. I'm over that crap. Like, I'm not going to get back on that stuff. So, I just was on it so many times in my life, and I'm not going to do it again. So I was like, should I go first? And, you know, an injection in my foot. I didn't know what to do. I was like, my mom's like, oh no, my carpal tunnel was acting up, that's why, because she said I should go to the doctors. But I was like, maybe I should go to the doctors with my foot. Like, I don't know what's going on. It hurts so bad. Like, I couldn't walk again. And then I was like, a light bulb like went off in my head. And I was like, wait, I could go buy those Struts things. So guys, these things are absolutely amazing. I love them. So yeah. So the product review is on these, and my story on how they work really well. And you know, take it from me, like I was standing on my feet for 8-9 hours straight, and these things were working so well. And now I wear them, and again, it helps a lot. I don't want to have the surgery because I'm not looking for somebody cutting my foot open. But anyway, so this like really helped. And they say like the ones you put in your shoe are supposed to help. These arch support ones, I don't know. I don't believe it. I'm not going to spend $20-$30 on shoe inserts. So I literally just bought these little things, and they come with a pack of 2 for $9.99. So if you guys have issues with your feet and they hurt, you should definitely go check these out. And they're at Walmart, Walgreens, anywhere, Target, anywhere they sell like foot stuff. So anyways, if you like this video, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!